When one thinks of Arizona, the mind often wanders to vast, sun-scorched deserts. It pictures iconic saguaro cacti standing like silent sentinels under a brilliant, cloudless sky. But here, in the northern part of this remarkable state, a dramatic surprise awaits. The landscape transforms. The dry earth gives way to a sprawling, verdant forest. And rising from this sea of green are the San Francisco Peaks. They are a cluster of mountains that defy all desert expectations. This is not the Arizona of postcards. This is a world apart, a place of cool breezes, towering trees, and snow-capped summits that pierce the deep blue heavens. They are an island of alpine wonder in an ocean of arid land. These mountains are not just a geological feature. They are the very heart of this region, a remnant of a single, colossal volcano that once dominated the horizon millions of years ago. What we see today are the eroded remains of that ancient giant, a collection of peaks that form a circle around a vast inner basin. This volcanic legacy has gifted the area with rich soils and a unique topography. It is this history, written in rock and stone, that has allowed such a diverse and vibrant ecosystem to flourish. The peaks are a beacon, visible for 100 miles in every direction, calling to those who seek refuge, adventure, and a connection to something truly wild and ancient. Their significance extends far beyond their physical presence. For centuries, they have been a sacred place, a source of life-giving water, and a sanctuary for countless species. The snow that blankets their slopes in winter melts in the spring, feeding the streams and aquifers that sustain the surrounding lands. This vital role as a water tower in a dry country cannot be overstated. The mountains are a provider. They are a constant, a landmark that has guided travelers, sustained communities, and inspired awe since the first humans gazed upon their formidable silhouette. They are a testament to the power and the surprising diversity of the natural world. To journey towards the San Francisco Peaks is to feel a sense of anticipation building with every mile. The air grows cooler. The scent of pine replaces the dust of the lowlands. The urban world begins to fade, replaced by a feeling of entering a different realm. It is a journey upward, not just in elevation, but in spirit. Here, one finds a landscape that is both powerful and delicate. A place where the grandeur of the cosmos seems to touch the earth. These mountains are a reminder that even in the most familiar of places, there are incredible secrets waiting to be discovered by those who take the time to look. Among the collection of summits that form this magnificent range, one stands above all others. This is Humphreys Peak. Elevation, 12,633 feet. Arizona's highest natural point. To stand at its base is to feel humbled by its sheer scale. The peak is a rugged, imposing mass of volcanic rock. Its upper reaches often shrouded in mist, or dusted with the first snows of autumn. It is the patriarch of the mountain family, a silent observer watching over the vast expanse of the Colorado Plateau. Its presence defines the skyline, nature's architectural prowess. The ascent of Humphreys Peak is a journey through multiple worlds. The trail begins in the gentle embrace of the forest. Sunlight filters through the canopy. Aspen. Fir. As one climbs higher, the trees become more sparse and resilient, twisted by relentless wind. Soon, the tree line is left behind. The world opens into a stark and beautiful alpine tundra where only the hardiest plants survive. The air is thin, and every step is an effort. Yet the reward is breathtaking. The world unfolds beneath you, a tapestry of forests, canyons, and distant mesas. From the summit, on a clear day, the panorama is almost limitless. One can see the faint outline of the Grand Canyon's north rim, the subtle bands of the Painted Desert, a map of geological time, uplift, erosion, and volcanic fury. But the peak is more than a destination for hikers. It is a place of raw, untamed power. Weather can change in an instant: wind, hail, and lightning. The mountain demands respect, teaching humility and preparedness. To reach the summit is a privilege. The San Francisco Peaks are a stage upon which the grand drama of the seasons unfolds with spectacular beauty. Each season paints the mountains in a completely different light. In winter, the peaks are transformed into a silent, white kingdom. Heavy snows blanket the slopes. The sharp, cold air glitters with ice crystals. The only sounds: the sigh of wind through bare aspens, the soft crunch of snow underfoot. As days grow longer, spring awakens the mountains. The great melt begins. Water trickles, then flows, then rushes down the slopes, swelling streams and nourishing the earth. First signs of new life appear. Delicate wildflowers push through damp soil. Aspens, still bare, show the faintest hint of green. A gentle reawakening. Summer arrives in a burst of green and gold, meadows carpeted with wildflowers, lupine, paintbrush, columbine. Aspen leaves shimmer and dance, sounding like a soft, rushing river. Season of abundance. The buzz of insects and songs of birds. Afternoon thunderstorms roll in, washing the landscape clean, leaving air fresh and invigorated. It is a time of lushness and vitality. And then comes autumn, perhaps the most celebrated season. The mountains put on their most glorious display. Groves turn gold, orange, fiery red, glowing against deep green pines and an intense blue sky. A spectacle that draws people from far and wide. Each season on the peaks is a distinct world, a constantly changing masterpiece of nature's cyclical rhythm. These mountains are often called sky islands. They are isolated ranges that rise dramatically from the surrounding lowlands, creating unique habitats worlds apart from the desert floor below. This isolation and elevation have allowed a remarkable community of plants and animals to thrive here, many of which are not found anywhere else in the region. The journey up the slopes is a journey through distinct life zones. It begins in the Ponderosa Pine Forest, the largest of its kind in North America. Tall, straight trees that smell of vanilla on a warm day. As one climbs higher, the forest changes. The ponderosas give way to a mixed conifer forest of Douglas fir, white fir, and blue spruce. This is a cooler, shadier world. Higher still, one enters the domain of the Engelmann spruce and subalpine fir. Trees adapted to long, harsh winters and a short growing season. Finally, above the tree line lies fragile alpine tundra, a miniature world of hardy cushion plants, mosses, and lichens, including the San Francisco Peaks groundsel, found nowhere else on Earth. This rich tapestry of plant life provides a home for an equally diverse array of animals. Mule deer grazing in meadows, shy elk in dense timber, black bears foraging, the tassel-eared Abert squirrel dependent on ponderosa, and pikas harvesting grasses in talus. The skies above are alive, golden eagles on thermals, red-tailed hawks scanning below. In the forests, the drumming of woodpeckers and the fluting calls of hermit thrushes. From the largest elk to the smallest wildflower, this sanctuary thrives on elevation, moisture, and habitat variety. The San Francisco Peaks are far more than just a place of natural beauty. They are a deeply sacred landscape, a place of origin and immense spiritual power for numerous Native American tribes. For the Diné, or Navajo people, this is Duko Uswid, the sacred mountain of the West, one of the 4 sacred peaks marking their homeland, associated with the color yellow. It is considered a living, breathing entity. For the Hopi, known as Nuvatukya Ovi, the peaks are the home of the Katsinas, bringers of rain, fertility, and well-being. Summer clouds wreathing the summits are seen as their manifestation, residing half the year in the mountains before returning to the villages. The peak's significance extends beyond Diné and Hopi. At least 13 tribes hold these mountains as traditionally and religiously important: Zuni, Acoma, Havasupai, Yavapai Apache, and more. They gather ceremonial plants, hunt, and hold ceremonies, connecting with ancestors and deities. The mountain is woven into their stories and songs and into their identity. This ancient human connection is etched into the landscape. Remnants of dwellings, rock art, and ceremonial sites. Footprints of generations who lived in harmony with the mountain. To walk here is to walk in the footsteps of ancestors. The San Francisco Peaks are a living cathedral, where echoes of prayers and ceremonies still resonate in the wind through the pines. Nestled at the southern foot of the San Francisco Peaks is the city of Flagstaff. Mountains tower over the town, shaping its identity. Flagstaff owes its existence to mountain resources. It began as a railroad town. It began as a logging town. Timber came from ponderosa forests on the lower slopes, and the railroad still runs through the heart of the city, connecting this outpost to the nation. The peaks aren't just a backdrop, they're the foundation. Today, Flagstaff has a unique, vibrant atmosphere, rugged Western heritage, progressive intellectual energy. Northern Arizona University brings youthful diversity. Lowell Observatory, a hub of discovery where Pluto was found. Cowboys, college students, scientists, historic downtown, local breweries, independent bookshops, outdoor gear stores. The relationship with the mountains is a daily reality. The peaks are a constant presence on the horizon, a natural barometer for seasons and weather. The mountains are the community's playground. In winter, Arizona Snow Bowl buzzes with skiers. In summer, trails fill with hikers, mountain bikers, and trail runners. Flagstaff is the perfect base camp to explore the region, a gateway to the peaks, the Colorado Plateau, and the Grand Canyon. The city has traveler amenities, yet retains small-town charm. Enjoy a craft beer on a patio while gazing at a 12,000-foot peak. Flagstaff, where civilization and wilderness meet. The San Francisco Peaks are more than just a collection of mountains. They are a source of profound inspiration, a place that captures the imagination and stirs the soul. Their appeal is universal, drawing people from all corners of the globe. For the adventurer, they offer a physical challenge, a chance to test one's limits against the raw power of nature, rewarded with views that stretch to the edge of the horizon. For the artist, the photographer, and the poet, the peaks are a muse, a constantly changing canvas of light, color, and form. Morning sun through golden aspens, thunderstorms building over summits, the serene beauty of a snow-covered forest, moments of sublime beauty demand to be captured and shared. Reminders of the unadorned beauty that needs no embellishment. For the spiritual seeker, the mountains are a sanctuary, a place to disconnect from the noise of modern life and reconnect with something fundamental and enduring. The quiet of the forest, the vastness of the sky, and the ancient, silent presence of the peaks inspire introspection and peace. A humbling, uplifting awe. Ultimately, the peaks are a symbol of diversity where desert and alpine worlds collide, a sacred land, a vital ecosystem, and a beloved playground. A treasure for Arizona and the world. An enduring source of wonder calling to the human spirit for generations to come.